looking for that spring, we found enough motorcycle parts, we could have built another motorcycle. He was not the first one to do it.
When the first person to visit there. Okay.
It's like a kid. I took one curve, and you know how you look down at your feet when you're a kid, and you're like, I can pedal this thing. And I looked up, and I'm like, oh no. I didn't know.
That'll happen. Really consolation, my wife won't have motorcycles anymore, but they can't keep them on 2 wheels. So.
Go for a
I
snow,
rode by
I
it.
go with the lakes.
That was recorded.
Oh,
For a small nominal fee. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're going to call this special meeting of the Hill County Commissioners to order this Tuesday, the 2nd day of February 2021. Let the record reflect this meeting is posted to Fort Texas Government Code 551, better known as the Texas Open Meetings Act, and form commissioners and trusts established. Commissioner Montgomery was in this morning, but we sent him out with FEMA to ride roads, and he can get us the reimbursement money we've been waiting on, not the commissioner, but on FEMA. So he's out taking care of that, and we appreciate him doing it. If you're joining us by Zoom this morning, good to see you all. Glad you could be with us. We posted the link on our agenda. The agenda is posted on the website and on the door. So if you're interested in Zoom meetings, please take advantage of it. Last but not least, we're also simulcasting this to YouTube. So we got our own YouTube channel and have it at the same time. All right. So first order of business then today is open forum. Is anybody here to speak to the court? Come on up, Mr. Orange Strickland.
Hi, my name is Maria Strickland. A little bit about me, I'm at the volunteer fire department, search and rescue, West EMS. I'm also on a 25-man strike team for the national crisis for IC to IC commanders on the line of duty death, Hill County volunteer coordinator, so and so on. We had been talking to you, all you ever hear is negative from us here when we've been here lately, but we would like to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts, from the Firefighters Association, and all the volunteers that I'm speaking for and the fire departments for listening to us. We are going to put a 100% effort into working towards a positive meeting of the minds so that we can get our volunteers more active again and work towards striving to make our county better. Thank you for everything you've done for us. We appreciate it.
Lauren, thank you for everything you do for us and all the hours you volunteer. For y'all that don't know, Abbott Volunteer Fire Department covers a huge stretch of 35 here in county line, all the way for 7 minutes, and sometimes further than that. And they get called every time it rains, every time somebody spins out, on top of the duties of being firefighters in that area. So we really appreciate all you do for us.
Thank you.
and she's had the COVID phone for like 8 months.
Yeah, I actually had to cram that down your throat. I don't know, but okay.
A lot of people don't realize until you have a fire, who shows up at these things.
Amen.
Years ago, we lived across from the high school, and there was a grass fire on Willie Nelson Road. And I bet there was a half a dozen, 10 volunteer fire departments out there trying to control that fire. And they do their job.
We can't operate this kind of building on our departments, all there is to it. All right, anybody else for open forum this morning? If not, let's get on into court orders. The first is discussion and or action to approve an inmate medical proposal submitted by Southern Health Partners. They finally got us the agreement last Thursday. I reviewed it, I believe the county attorney reviewed it. Any problems with it? Okay. Anything further?
I guess one of the things that we discussed was, is there a way to, is there anything that we need to do to lower the cost? I know that's something that,
Oh, that's what I want to talk about, is to get it within this year's budget, we're going to have to drop it from that 116 back down. I totally get the mental health, that's a mandate, you don't have a choice, even though it's not in the budget, we have to do the increase in mental health. But the actual nurse hours, if we can drop it down for right now with the contract, and then when we budget for it in October of 1, it goes to the new one, we could possibly switch it up if that's something that's agreeable to Southern Health Partners.
I'm sure it is. They gave us proposals for both. And for me, you know, that was one of those deals that being there for 2 years, I've seen the need in having, you know, nurse coverage for more than 12 hours. And I certainly believe we can extend that out to the beginning of the budget year. As far as the mental health thing goes, that's something that we're in dire need of.
Yeah, no, we don't have a choice in that matter. We have to do that. We have to get the cost. It's just an unfunded mandate from the state, and there's no way around it. So, but it's also not only an unfunded mandate, it's an actual need in that jail. You know, we deal, one time I heard as many as 70% of people in that jail, I think, have a mental health issue. I know that, you know, on weekends, nights, whatever, when we have mental health crisis in this county, sometimes people that have to, you know, one people that can respond to it is the jail. It's unfortunate, but Captain Cox and I went through this the other weekend with an individual. They wouldn't take him down to Waco at the hospital because, turns out they're high as a kite, but they had a bunch of underlying mental health problems. And we have to get creative sometimes. You can't put a mentally ill person in crisis in a jail cell, so you gotta figure out what else you're gonna do. And having mental health counseling available in that situation can be really helpful.
I also discovered here, you know, when you have somebody that's in jail for any length of time, you know, they start developing mental health issues as well.
I agree.
And, you know, we've got a couple of people that have been in there for well over a year and a half, and, you know, we're having to hook them up with an HMR right now, which is, it kind of meets our needs, but a mental health professional would be so much better, and as required by the state.
All right, so right now then,
Oh, that's so good. And then I'm thinking,
that's an
it's
So anyway, at this point, I don't have, I'm sorry, I brought this, under the proposal breakdown. Was there one with additional, I believe, 8 hours of mental health, and then there was 112 hours of nursing?
Yes, there was, and I don't know if I brought the breakdown that I brought the other day,
Yeah, I didn't.
but it is in here, and it does give us either the option of the 8 hours or the 16 hours, or excuse me, 12 hours, 16 hours.
Yeah.
So, I don't know exactly where it would be in here.
It would be my recommendation at this time that we make an approval to, we make a motion to approve the contract with Southern Health Partners based at this time on a 12-hour day for the nurse and 8 hours a week, I believe, for mental health. Is that correct, Captain?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then it will come back and revisit this in budget time. Just the cost difference is pretty significant if you go up to 16 hours a day for the nurse. And if we can afford to budget it during budget time, then we'll definitely look at that, see if we can't bump it to 16 hours by October.
Second.
Is that okay, Sheriff? That works?
Yes, sir.
Good deal. All right, so that's a motion and a second. Is there anything further? If not, all in favor say aye.
Yeah.
Aye. All opposed, any abstentions, motion carries unanimously. All right, next, discuss action declaring property as surplus salvage for Hill County. We have, both IT department and Hill County Precinct 2 have surplus salvage property. I'm not going to read through all of it, it's pretty extensive, but it's everything from, Smithsonian antiques, apparently, old courthouse security cameras, which I'm sure are a really quality product at this point. There's a compact computer in here. Remember compact? Are they still in business? No, they're not, no. So if you want a one-time collectible, we go let it go to the highest bidder. Wow, okay, a bunch of busted switches, just basically, you know. And then on precinct 2, he's got such fine things as 4 junk fuel pumps. But there's a belly dump trailer and some rusty culverts and a 25-ton load boy that has one tandem has a broken lock. You are honest, man, I appreciate that. Okay. That is not the inclusive, but there's, we'll put it out for anybody who wants to inspect it in the county clerk's office. Any questions about the property declared salvage? Yes, ma'am, Mr. Quillen?
Oh, not on the declaring the salvage, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Just on selling it, what we were gonna do.
Okay, let's go ahead and, is there a motion to declare the aforementioned property as salvage?
Make motion.
Motion and second to declare the property from Hill County IT and Hill County Precinct 2 as salvage. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next item is discussion and or action on selling the salvage property. Go ahead, Ms. Willis.
Oh, I just wanted to see, I guess we need to, depending on how you were gonna dispose of it, we need to put it in the newspaper, that was all.
I agree. I don't think there's $500 worth of anything there, as per the statute, on the IT department. But, I will go ahead and, you just want to sell it through, CAS is fine, yeah. So what about,
My surplus, be bait, Reno bait.
okay,
The rusty culverts, the Frankie's.
Yeah, those Frank's, the contract we got with them on that bid. So let's take this one at a time. I have a motion to sell surplus IT, salvage IT equipment, on, Cadet's auctioneering website. Is there a second? Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Then the salvage property
Rena-
from,
Rena Bates.
Renee Bates, that's a motion from Commissioner Compton. Second from Commissioner Hawkins. So a motion and a second. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Yeah.
All opposed, motion carries. And then since we have an existing two-bid contract on rusty culverts, all we gotta do is declare them salvage, and now we can haul those down there. And that paperwork is taken care of. So good deal. Thank you, gentlemen. Next, number 4, discuss under action on creating a part-time maintenance position. For years, the sheriff has helped us run our maintenance department, and some things out of his control at the moment is he doesn't have trustees. Remember one time Lucio had a part-time guy, and we decided to try it without it, and because of the lack of trustees, again, no fault of the sheriff whatsoever, it's just how things are going in COVID, we really need some help, and I need to get Lucio a part-time person. I've got a guy lined out, Lucio likes him, approached me about it. I think it's something he's asking on large projects where it's going to be a lot of manual labor. You know, we're currently in the process of moving records from Covington over to Support Services Building for staging, moving things out of Franklin Street. We're also getting all the junk out of the attic for the second story of Franklin Street. We're going to inventory it. It'll come through here on salvage property here pretty quickly, hopefully. But I need to get this person going. I think we talked about a beginning wage of, was it $12 an hour part-time? And that's what I'm proposing to you, gentlemen. Oh,
Yeah.
we got a motion and a second currently, all right? All right.
You're not free, right? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Any further discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye. All opposed? Carries. And number 5, discussion action request of variance. This is something on the last one, may not have been ready to go in on this time, but, this is on the 933 property where the road originally cut the business property in half, and they're gonna request a variance. I don't have a variance application for them yet. We may have it. Thanks for that, Will. Lucy,
ready to come on board?
I'm having my first afternoon paperwork, that's how I do. Lucy needs the help. He won't tell you that, but he needs the help. It's just you taking care of this building, the annexes, 2 annexes, the support services building, you've got the fairgrounds. And
I know you know a lot about everything we have, but it wouldn't hurt to have another set of hands that could come in and
I agree. Yeah, I don't want to be doing.
haven't
all
read
this
anything
stuff.
happen to Lucio, but
I need to,
life goes on.
yeah, I don't need to put it on overall, right, it's, you know, figuring inside that stuff, you know, there's other things I need to do. So, you know, part-time is a good place to start, and if it works out good, great, we might think about something different later, but right now. it's
What day do you want that person to start?
Today, tomorrow, you know. So, it was looking at 29 hours a week in that position, nothing more than that, but, I think it'll work out well. Give us a second set of hands, somebody that can do some of the heavy lifting, help out with
Somebody to start learning everything.
This is no spring chicken either, so, but, yeah, start learning more, exactly right, because there's so much institutional knowledge that Lucio had, without it being committed to one of our electronic systems, that, you know, he was the one in the lottery, you know,
Yeah.
Lucio probably was a really good guy.
That time for her to sing a song for us.
I'm good. This is sensitive equipment, folks.
Good thing you got a sense of humor. I tell my guys that every day.
Sheriff, anything big going on this week?
They had a house fire last night over on Elm Branch, and they had told a couple of people to not go back in. They went back in, and one of our deputies had to go in and help them out. They got stuck to get out.
Trade your time.
Yeah, he got a little bit of smoke inhalation and.
Brave fellow, brave fellow. So he had to carry him back out of the house,
So
or?
he had to help them get out. I don't know how they got stuck or what exactly happened, but he had to go in and actually help them out.
That Trey's a big boy too. I mean,
One of them was a terminal cancer patient, so that didn't help.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, they had two that were fucking stuck in the back room, they couldn't get out. Like I said, one of them was a cancer patient, so they were trying to get them out.
Well, that's something to be commended. Okay, so it's a variance 0.16 acres. If I recall correctly, and correct me anytime I'm wrong, the road actually cut this piece of property off from the rest of theirs. And they're just gonna sell that property on the side of the road. This isn't something that they're really making a subdivision, they're just letting go of a 1.6 acres for 933 cut off the corner of the property. I don't think that we need to penalize somebody in the state of Texas coming in and putting a road on top of you. Here we go, thank you, ma'am. So this is Rita Adams, and this is 1141, 2114 in Quilla, Texas. And we're gonna transfer it over to another individual, 0.16 acres. There will be no dwellings or structures placed on the new track. There's no on-site septic facility placed on it. There's no existing subdivision. There's no lien on either one of them. It's just a small tract that's cut off from the main track by the highway, and it's been transferred to the owner of the adjoining property.
I think it goes with the other track.
Yeah, so it's not like they're actually making it a smaller tract. They're just switching it from this property to this property. So I'd make a motion that we approve their variance.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve an application for variance from Rita Adams for a property at 1041 FM 2114 in Quilla, Texas. Any further discussion? Thank you, bringing that up. All right, if not, I'll call the question. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Commissioners that are going to College Station, please be safe in your travels back and forth. And please learn a lot, bring back some good ideas for us. So, all right, with that being said,
I make a motion to adjourn.
motion second, we stand adjourned. Thank you very much. All right.